question we have is, what do you think is the worst and most damaging trait for a leader to have? Or what is a negative trait leaders unknowingly possesses?
I think the worst trait a leader can have is pretty much kind of having too much power, believing they have too much power. I do believe that some leaders take the power kind of too much in their head, I believe. Power is something I believe can make somebody corrupt. Like if people get a hold of power in the wrong hands, I do feel like it might be a little bit cringy, but with great power comes great responsibility kind of thing. And I do believe that it's definitely something I've seen before. People being corrupted with power, believing that they are better than everyone else. And I think that's one of the worst traits a leader can have, because you shouldn't believe that you're better than everyone else. If you put that kind of standard on yourself, then what does that kind of say about you as a person? And that's a really toxic trait that will lead to people like closed-mindedness, as I said before. You're not willing to hear about what other people have to say. And I just think that it's not a good trait. I think out of all the traits of a leader, I think that is probably the worst I've seen in somebody, being very toxic, being very corrupt with power. That's definitely the worst trait I've seen. So don't really do that. But yeah.
Yeah, those are all good. For me, the major red flag that kind of encompasses all of those bad traits is when someone comes to me and I say, all right, what would you like to learn next? Or what's the next skill you'd like to learn? And they say, oh, I know everything. That's the biggest red flag. Any good leader will admit they don't know everything, but they know who to go to, who does know enough. Any leader who thinks that just because they're in charge, they have the most experience or the most knowledge, or they're more skilled than everybody else around them, it's just simply not true. And it's really not an environment that's going to create the best product or service that you're trying to create, or even to achieve your goals.
I will agree with Corey and Mackenzie, but I will also like to add one of the worst qualities that a leader can have is perhaps forgetting about self-involvement and not constantly learning, not constantly becoming better than what you were before.
Thank you guys so much for your insight.